So a few people have asked recently, how do you change the rear number plate lights? It's coming up for MOT and they've got a bulb out and they need to get it fixed. So I know we did it and we looked at it when we did the how do you remove the rear bumper video, but let's have a look today doing it actually from the outside. Okay, so with these lights what you find is, obviously you've got two of them, one on the left and one on the right hand side, and they both come away in the same fashion. So it's always from this right hand side, because this side is kind of where the bulb comes in, so it's larger on that side, and it's the same over here, so it's actually this end that comes away. And what you've got is kind of an angled piece of metal like that just springs up into it. So what you need to do is get kind of a plastic pry tool or something like that. But I know what can happen quite often when you're doing this is that bit of metal, as you're pulling it down, rather than it come out, it actually squashes up, and you need to pull it and bend it back into shape. So whether or not it's just going to be my car and your car, hopefully will come away a bit easier. But let's give it a go and see if we can do it quite easily. We just get the plastic pry tool up in the gap, he says, hopefully, and then we should be able to kind of get it down, pull it down. Might need to get another one to give it a little helping hand. But then you can see there's a lot of resistance on there at the minute already, which is not ideal. And I can feel it's kind of bending that metal spring. So it's a great idea, it's a great design, but unfortunately it doesn't always work. So I'll just carry on down, and there's that spring I was talking about. So it's actually bent all the way back up. So what that needs to do is kind of bend down so it's more in that sort of shape position. I'm going to actually flatten it out a little bit more because it shouldn't be quite as bent as that. So I'm just going to use some long nose pliers just to bend that back into shape, and then I'll show you what it should look like. And then yeah, changing the bulb exactly the same as other bulbs. So you just grab it, give it a twist, away it comes. You can see you've got those pins there. You can change the bulb then, and then pop it back in, twist it back, and that's that. Okay, so I've managed to bend this pin or this clip back into shape. That's pretty much what it should look like. So you can see as it goes up, it kind of springs in, squashes in, and then clips in over the bit. So what I'm going to do is just show that going back in, straight back up, push up, clicks back in, and that's it back in place. So there we go, another really quick how-to. It's just important to remember on these ones, when you're taking them out, whether it's this one or whether it's that one, they always come out from the right hand side, certainly on this 11 plate car anyway. If it feels stiff, if you're not happy with it, it's probably because it's bending that metal pin, but it's easy enough to bend it back into shape. Obviously once you've done it, just turn your lights on, make sure they're both working. If they're not, then something's wrong. If they are, fantastic, you're all done. So there we go, another really quick how-to video for today. If you've enjoyed it, remember to hit like down below. If you haven't done so already, remember to hit subscribe coming up here now. Thanks very much for watching, really appreciate your time, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.